Stacking Genie Plus at Disneyland. I'm going to show you how to stack 6 Genie Plus selections in a row. That's right, you heard that correctly. Yes, it can be done. Stacking Genie Plus 101. Stacking is a strategy to literally stack your Genie Plus return time so you have a handful of rides ready for you that will be back to back later in the day. Disclaimer, this is not a good strategy for anyone who is trying to ride as many rides as possible throughout the day. This is not the way. Stacking Genie Plus is more for someone who is staying at a nearby hotel and wants to have a pool day, or perhaps you have a special dining experience planned during the daytime hours. Maybe you have a bippity-boppity boutique reservations, or maybe you just want to relax in your hotel room during the busiest and hottest hours of the day. These are all prime reasons you'd want to stack Genie Plus. Another quick disclaimer, at Disneyland you need to physically swipe into the park before you can start using Genie Plus, but you don't have to physically be in the park to book thereafter. This is different than Disney World, where you can book your first Genie Plus at 7 a.m. from anywhere in the world. So here we go. You rope dropped and casually got on 7 and 8 rides, and it's now 10:45 a.m. Here's where your stacking strategy begins. You want to scroll through the Genie Plus options and pick whatever ride has the latest return time. It doesn't matter what ride it is. Book it, trust me. In this case, it was Indiana Jones at 2:45 p.m., so you set your alarm for 12:45 p.m. because that's when you can book your next Genie Plus, and you'll be able to book a new Genie Plus every 2 hours after that. Just to add in a little plot twist, it's now 11:05 a.m., which is only 20 minutes after you booked your first Genie Plus. You take a peek at the app and you notice you found a later return time for Indiana Jones at 3:05 p.m., so you simply modify your selection to get that later time without losing equity in the 2-hour window to book your next Genie Plus at 12:45 p.m. Remember, do not cancel and always modify. It's 12:46 p.m., you scroll and book the latest return time, which is Space Mountain for 3:50 p.m. So far, here's our stacked list. Indiana Jones at 3:05 p.m. and Space Mountain at 3:50 p.m. At 2:47 p.m., you scroll and you book Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for 10:15 p.m. At this time, you notice a later return time for Indiana Jones again and modify to 7:25 p.m. So our stacked list is now Space at 3:50, Indy at 7:25, and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at 10:15. At 3:38 p.m., you found a later return time for Space, so you modify that to 6:25 p.m. So now it's Space at 6:25, Indy at 7:25, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at 10:15 p.m. At 4:47 p.m., you book Roger Rabbit for 10:20 p.m. At this time, you modify Indy to 9:30 p.m. and you modify Space to 10:30 p.m. So here's the updated stacked Genie Plus list. Indy at 9:30, Mickey and Minnie at 10:15, Roger Rabbit at 10:20, and Space at 10:30. It's 6:46 p.m. and you book Matterhorn for 8:30 p.m. And you also modify Indy to 10:50 p.m. So now we have stacked 5 in a row. Matterhorn 8:30, Mickey and Minnie's 10:15, Roger Rabbit 10:20, Space 10:30, and Indy 10:50. At 8:30 p.m. you received a notification that Matterhorn was broken down, so you got the elusive multi-experience pass to use at most attractions, and you can come back at any time without a reservation. Plus, you still get to book another Genie Plus. So you scroll down, you pick Big Thunder Mountain for 9 p.m., you modify Roger Rabbit for Pirates at 8:40 p.m., which is right now, and as soon as you swipe into Pirates, you can book your next Genie Plus. So not only do you have a grand total of 6 Genie Plus lightning lanes waiting for you, you're also able to book back-to-back Genie Pluses for the rest of the night, since the last 2 hours of the night will give you immediate return times for most rides. Use your multi-experience pass in this window. You can use it on Matterhorn if it opened back up, or ride Big Thunder twice in a row, etc. And remember, as soon as you swiped into Pirates at 8:40 p.m., you'd be able to continuously book new Genie Pluses throughout the night. As soon as you swipe in, book the next one. So this is a great plan to allocate the last 5-6 hours of the night at Disneyland and get on everything you need while you weren't even at the park during the hottest and busiest hours of the day. Let me know how you like this and if you have the strategies of your own.